Hey everyone, welcome to Miss Mini Penny. So today's video was meant to be my first cash stuffing of May, but as you can see I have no cash to stuff. So instead what I'm going to do is go through my April total and also my May budget as well, and in all that I'll explain why I've got no cash to stuff today. So first thing, as I mentioned, I'll go through my April total. So we finished April on £25,441.58, and March's total was £25,038.02. So we saved in April £403.56, which is an amazing amount to have saved in April, but it wasn't half as much as what I was expecting to have saved. So today's video is going to be a little bit of a chatty video just to update you on what's been going on, any changes, things like that as well. So yeah, £403.56. So not last week, the week before, I think it was, on the, yeah, last week or the week before, I'm not sure, but on the Thursday, one Thursday I was meant to be in work, and I woke up and out of the blue Casper wasn't well. So he just wasn't himself. He had a little bit of green gunk up his nose and just struggling to breathe a little bit. So I thought, I was only in on my own on that Thursday at my head spa job. I wasn't fully booked, so what I thought I would do is just reschedule the clients. I didn't have to let the other therapist down because we weren't doing doubles. So yeah, and I managed to reschedule the clients. That was fine. I did lose out on the pay on that day, but obviously Casper is more important to me. So yeah, so that was on the Thursday, and then I was at home with him, making sure he's having fluids, eating, all that kind of stuff, and he perked up. He was absolutely fine on the Friday, and then on the Saturday morning I noticed again he had the green gunk up his nose, wasn't himself, lethargic, everything, all that again. So that was on the Saturday morning. Luckily my mum was able to watch him on the Saturday, keep an eye on him. I mean, it was only a little bit of the gunk, not as much as what was on the Thursday, so I thought maybe it was just the last bits coming out, because he started to improve. And then on the Saturday evening when I got home from work, he was just not well at all. So I had to make the decision, because I was actually meant to be in work, which I don't normally work on the Sunday, so the Sunday the 27th. So the video that you will have seen last Sunday was pre-recorded, and the reason for that is because I was actually meant to be at my head spa job doing a full day, 10 till 8, fully booked, double treatments with the other therapist. And unfortunately Casper just was not well at all on the Saturday, and I didn't want to risk going to work on the Sunday, because it was a case of at any point we was going to have to go to the emergency vets. He just wasn't well at all. So I decided to have the day off work again. So we had to reschedule all the clients, and again that was another day's pay that I missed out on the Sunday. So yeah, so I was at home with him again, making sure he was having fluids, eating, trying to get him better. The one thing I didn't want to do was have to go to the emergency vets, because going to the vets itself is expensive, but going to the emergency vets is ridiculously expensive. So yeah, so I wanted to try and avoid that as much as possible. And then luckily on the Monday I was meant to be in work at my head spa job, but I had the morning off. So I was thinking, if he's not perked up on the Sunday by the evening, I'll take him to the vets on the Monday morning. Luckily, thankfully, he had perked up by the Sunday evening, and I didn't need to go to the vets on the Monday. And then yeah, I've actually had then, so that was a Sunday, and then the Monday I was in the afternoon. The Tuesday I was off anyway. Wednesday I booked off. So luckily at my first job, my manager somehow booked herself in on the same day, so I'll quickly move the clients over to her, and I had the Wednesday off. The Thursday I think I was only in for a half day. Or did I have the Thursday off, half day Friday? But literally I've basically been in work like 2 half days and Saturday, which was yesterday. So I've not worked that much at all in the past 2 weeks, which is obviously why I don't have any cash to stuff today. I do have cash coming in, but I don't actually get paid from my head spa job until Mondays. So one of the big changes that is going to happen is that I'm actually going to start cash stuffing, so filming and uploading my videos on a Tuesday. It makes so much more sense because I'm doing more hours at my head spa job rather than my first job, and I get paid on a Monday from that job. So it means if I try and do things beforehand, I'm trying to draw money out from a cash machine throughout the week, have not the right denominations for cash stuffing. I'm shopping on a Tuesday, I'm filming and uploading on a Sunday. Just means that everything's done all throughout the week. Whereas if I can just do everything on the Tuesday, it would make my life so much easier. So I can do a shopping list Tuesday morning, head to Tesco. Right next to Tesco is the post office. I will have been paid on the Monday, so I can draw my money out for cash stuffing, do my shopping, come home, have some lunch, take Casper for a walk, and then film and upload my cash stuffing video on the Tuesday as well. So that is one of the big changes, is that from now on there will be no cash stuffing videos on Sundays. They are going to move to Tuesdays. So that's the first thing. And then yeah, so Casper has been getting, so from the Monday he was getting gradually better, but then today I've noticed the green gunk has started to come back, so I'm really just hoping that it's just the last little bits that are just coming through, and it's just basically getting rid of anything that was left there. But I am in work tomorrow, which is a bank holiday. I really wish I hadn't booked myself in on that day, because I really could do with having it off, but this client's booked in. So I've managed to kind of move them all up, so I'm only doing a half day, so it's not too bad. And then I'm off on the Tuesday. I've pre-booked off the Wednesday. I'm off Thursday. I had that pre-booked off anyway because of VE Day. And then I'm in work Friday, Saturday. So I'm just hoping, I'm really hoping that, fingers crossed, that he does just keep on getting better, and yeah, I don't have to have even more time off work. So, but that is that. But yeah, he's doing well. He's a lot better this Sunday than what he was last Sunday, let's put it that way. He's been for his walk, he's had his lunch, and he's actually just having a nap now while I'm filming this video. So yeah, so that is the first change and why I've got no cash stuff today. And then let's move on to the budget. So my May budget. So let's bring so this is just going to be a rough working out for May budget. I am going to do it on a little bit of a slant as well, I think. So what I've decided to do is, because I'm not working as much at the moment, well, hopefully it was just the last 2 weeks that I've not been working as much, but worst case scenario, that I need to have more time off work, what I've decided to do is to go back to my £1,000 emergency budget. I did up it in last month, but it didn't work out at all. I ended up not putting any money into my LISA, obviously because of other things. So I've decided just to stick to the £1,000 emergency budget. I've got that £1,000 in an emergency fund, so worst case scenario, I can cover everything with that. I have been looking at this budget and I'm still kind of working it out, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. So we've got the £1,000. So my rent has gone up by just I think it's £4 something. So I was rounding my rent up to 350 and I'm now just rounding it up to 355. So, and I'm going to put that as R. So yeah, so it's got up by £5, which I was so pleased with, because I was thinking it was going to be going up by a lot more, considering that we've had so many rises in things like council tax, water bills, what else has gone up? I think TV license has gone up. Loads of things went up. So £5 is, I'm fine with that. So that's 355. So let's get it on the calculator. I don't know if you can see both at the same time. Let's see if we can do this. So there's 1,000 minus 355 is 645. So my phone contract is coming out at £50, and that includes £4.99 for Disney Plus, which I am keeping on at the moment until Frozen the Musical has been shown on there. So that brings it down to, so minus the 50 brings it down to 595. I wonder if there's a different way I can put this on here so you can see. No, not really. Right, 595. So that is kind of my fixed expenses that I needed taking care of. So the next thing after that is my weekly expenses, because they're the second most important. So I have £20 times 4, which is 80. And that's for my weekly bus ticket. So we've got 595 minus the 80 is 515. So that's 515. Then I've got, so what I've actually decided to do, so this is another change that I'm going to do for May and see how it goes, is that I'm actually going to up my weekly shop money, because I'm finding that the £20 that I've stuck to for such a long time is just not covering everything that I need it to do at the moment. So I'm always going over the 20. So I thought it makes more sense to budget a little bit more now, because things obviously are more expensive as well. So that is 100. So we've got 515 minus the 100 is 415. And then the next thing is, I'm just deciding at the moment how much spending money to give myself, because May is actually my birthday month and I do have a few different things planned during the month. So I do need to allocate myself some kind of spending money, so that I'm not dipping into emergency fund, all that kind of stuff. It's not going to go into my binder, I don't think. I think it's just going to go into my purse, and then I've got it there ready to spend. So I think what I'm going to do is, I don't know whether to give myself 20 or 15. I'm thinking I'll give myself 15. But then if you go for a meal, like a meal's like 15 and then you get a drink and it comes to 20. So I think I'm just going to do 20. So that's 20, 40, 60, 80 pounds. So 415 minus 80 is 335. So they're the next important things, are the weekly expenses. I don't need the R on there, so I'll put F for fixed and I'll put W for weekly on there. Next thing I'm going to move on to is my savings. So we've got 25 times 1, and that is for my emergency fund. So 335 minus the 25 is 310. Then we have 25 times 1. So 310 minus another 25 is 285. I'm getting to the bottom of this now. So that's 285. And then we have 40 times 1, and that's for my birthday 40th birthday holiday. So 285 minus the 40 is 245. And then we've also got my cash stuffing. So again, a little bit of a change that's happening with cash stuffing. So previously I used to do 35 for my cash stuffing, and £10 of that was my spending money. But because I'm giving myself this £20 on here, I'm going to allocate still the 35, but 10 of that is to go into my £10 challenge each week that I cash stuff. So it's still going to be 35 times 4, and that's 140. So 245 minus 140 leaves me with 105. So we have my emergency fund, premium bonds, I'll put S for savings on here, premium bonds, emergency fund, premium bonds, holiday, cash stuffing. So what you will, if you've watched one of these videos before, you'll know that I also have a help to buy and a LISA. So I would love to have a huge amount of money that I could put money into everything and max everything out and get all the bonuses, all that kind of stuff. But at the moment, I'm just, especially with having the worry of nearly having to go to the emergency vets or the vets and having huge vet bills, I'm kind of reluctant at the moment to put any more money into my Help to Buy and my LISA at the moment. So I want to try and have money that I can access easily. So I was thinking about this at the start of the year, which is why I've been concentrating on getting my premium bonds that stay in at 1,000, my emergency fund back up to 1,000, my cash stuffing binder at 1,000. So what I've decided to do is I have 2 other accounts. So the first one is my savings account, which has my envelope challenge in. And then I also have a current account which has my overdraft. So what I want to do is, because I can easily access all 5 of those accounts, so premium bonds does take a few days to go through, so that wouldn't be straight away, but things like my cash stuffing binder, I can access the cash straight away, emergency fund I can access straight away, savings account I can access straight away, and my current account I can access straight away. So straight away I've got 4,000 and 1,000 in premium bonds, like £5,000 cash, as if I need to have thousands of pounds. So I'm reluctant to put money into my Help to Buy, because once I can actually, I did look into this, in case of an emergency I can take money out of there, but it will take me longer to put money back in, because you can only put £200 in a month. So I'm reluctant to take money out of there. And also my LISA I can't access at all until I think it's 60, so I don't have access to that account until I'm older anyway. So I'm a bit reluctant at the moment to put any money into those until I've got my savings account and current account up to 1,000. My current account with my overdraft in does affect my credit score, I think, as well, because I'm in my overdraft. So if I can get that account up to 1,000 and get rid of the overdraft, I think that will help to improve my credit score as well. So I've got 105 left. So what I will do is, so with the spare 5, I don't know what I'm going to do at the moment with the spare 5, but with the 105 that's left, what I've decided to do is just divide that and put 50 into my savings account, so which is my envelope challenge, and 50 into my current account to help, so I can try and start to build those up to get to that 1,000. So that's the minus the 50 minus the 50 leaves me with the 5. And yeah, I'm not sure what I'll do with the 5. Maybe treat myself. Not much I can get from £5 these days, but or I could, more than likely I'll pop that into my binder. Maybe I'll pop it into bucket list, because like I said, it is my birthday month. End of May is my birthday, and then my next birthday is my big birthday, so I'll be trying to tick things off bucket lists and things like that as well, so I could put that in there. But yeah, this is how my budget's looking at the moment. As everyone knows with their budgets, depending on kind of finances, all that kind of stuff, it may change, it may stay the same. My April budget that I did not go to plan at all. Like I said, I did plan on putting money into my LISA, and I ended up putting nothing into my LISA. I think it was LISA or Help to Buy, but none went into either of them. So yeah, budgets can change, but it's just a kind of plan, a rough plan, so I've got an idea where the money's going. So yeah, that is my video for today. I didn't want to do it to make it go on for too long, so yeah, just a quick working out on here. Sorry, excuse my handwriting, but yeah, this is life. So I will see you again on Tuesday. So yeah, so keep an eye out on Tuesday, because it will be my first upload for Tuesdays, going back to Tuesdays. I think originally I did Tuesdays for my cash stuffing video. I've also, I should have really, oh actually it'll be in here. I have also been having a look at my bingo card, because we are coming into May now. So I was having a look what I've got left to tick off on here. Can you see that on there? So I started an Instagram. So if I mentioned it in, I think, my last video, it's called, the handles, it's Miss Minnie Penny, and it's basically just keeping up with my financial journey. I will try and post more regular on a Tuesday now as well. I'm calling it Money Tuesday so I can kind of get everything financially done on that day. So I'll try and post some bits on the Tuesday for that. But I have started it. It's up there if you want to follow. And then another thing that I have, you'll see has been coloured in, is start a YouTube channel. So on this, oh, I forgot to mention as well, on the 29th of April, Casper was 15 and a half. Which is an amazing age for a little dog to get to. So yeah, it just popped into my head that I completely forgot. YouTube channel. So I did start a YouTube channel on the 2nd of May, and so I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel in my own name, and I did start vlogging a little bit over the Easter holidays, but then once they were over and I was back at work, my days literally looked like just going to work every day, which is generally my life, unless I book days off to do things with friends, go for meals, all that kind of stuff. So what I thought I would do is I kind of need something that I can do at home. So Tuesdays and Sundays, I really have to spend most of my time at home to be at home with Casper. So I was looking for something that I could maybe do at home, and a lot of videos, ASMR videos, have been popping up on my YouTube, which I have been watching and enjoying. So I thought, why not make a ASMR YouTube channel? I do work at a Japanese head spa, which is all to do with ASMR, all that kind of stuff. I am only just starting though, so I have seen some ASMR artists which have millions of views, which are absolutely amazing. I'm nothing like that. I'm literally one video in, starting out as an ASMR artist. So if you want to go and have a look, if you do want to see some content from me on a Sunday, so on a Sunday I will be posting, hopefully every Sunday, an ASMR video. That my handle for that is Miss ASMR Saunders. So if you want to check that out, then I'll be posting some videos on there as well. But yeah, I'm trying to get as many of these things done as possible. I'm going to Bakewell sometime this month. What else? Oh, I forgot to mention as well, the total actually includes, so I would have saved 500 and what was it, 503, whatever it was, because I actually bought a new passport. So that was 94, and then the passport pictures were 10, so say £100. So yeah, so I bought a passport as well in April. But I do need to send my old passport back before I can get a new one sent out. So on Tuesday when I go shopping, I'll nip into the post office and get that sent back. So when my new passport arrives, that's another one that can be coloured in as well. So yeah, and then as I work through them, I will mention them on my video as well. But yeah, that is today's video. So on Tuesday, I will upload my first cash stuffing of May. The lighting has gone a little bit crazy because it is going to be sunny outside. So yeah, I will see you on Tuesday. If you have enjoyed this video, please do subscribe. I'm only, I think, four now subscribers away from 250. Which is kind of my next goal for my little YouTube channel. So yeah, that would be great. Thank you very much. Bye.